African-American young man,
Tell about the lie.
19 years old, shot by the San Francisco police for allegedly evading a $2 transit fare fee. None of our children should die at the hands of these rogue police officers for $2. That is a crime, and we cannot allow that to continue to happen in our community. The San Francisco police alleged that Kenneth Harding had committed murder in Seattle, a blatant lie by San Francisco Police Department. The individual that committed the murder in San Francisco was incarcerated when they made that statement. They have not been able to prove that, but they said that to decriminalize our young black men. So we must always remember, whenever they initially give a report, it's to criminalize to justify the shooting. Those are straight, blatant lies. The Malcolm X grassroots report has just reported on July the 6th that since January 1st to July 1st, 112 African-American men have been killed by the police. What that is saying is that every 40 hours, an African-American man dies at the hands of the police. San Francisco Police Department needs to make an arrest of the officer that shot Kenneth Harding. San Francisco Police Department needs to fire the officer that lied to decriminalize this young black man. We will not tolerate this racist, rogue police officers continually killing our children here in San Francisco and elsewhere. We will not tolerate it, and we will not stop shutting down Muni. This is just the beginning. Johannes Beasley was the first officer in the state of California to be charged, convicted, and sentenced. Though it was not a victory, it was historical. What we're doing today is the beginning of a new history that will be written. No more police officers will continue to kill our children and not be arrested without the community speaking in an outrageous way about the killing that's taking place in our communities. What happened to Kenneth Harding over a $2 fare, that young man shouldn't have been killed. The San Francisco Police Department is held accountable for that murder, and it needs to be addressed. The reason why we're having this shutdown is because you've been shooting our children down. The city of San Francisco is responsible for that murder. No child should die for a $2 fare. No child should be racially profiled. No child should be harassed. No child should be stopped and frisked. No child should be murdered by you rogue, racist police officers that are hired to kill. All of those that have killed need to be removed from the police department. It is unfair for us as a community of people, working citizens, to pay taxes to police officers that are shooting down our children. We pay the taxes for you to be employed. We pay the taxes of your income. And yet our children are dying at your hands. What you see happening right here is going to be happening all across the United States. What you see happening right here is sending a message to you police officers that you need to think before you shoot. You need to analyze before you shoot. No more of our children will die at your hands. We are adamant about that, and we will speak to that issue. No more police officer has the right to kill an innocent child for $2. Derrick was 15 years old, a handicapped young man with club feet. We know that you shot him in the back. This young man was tripped and shot in the back. If you police officers are unaware of that, you should be outraged. A 15-year-old, 5'8", 140 pounds, and disabled. When we look at you, your average height is 5'10", 160 to 250 pounds. You mean to tell me you cannot arrest a little child as big as you are without killing them? That is wrong. And we will speak to that issue, and we're tired of it. There will be more direct action in regards to the killing that's taking place in our community.
Kenneth Harding did not have a gun.
Kenneth Harding did not have a gun.
Kenneth Harding did not have a gun.
Kenneth Harding did not shoot himself.
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 Kenneth Harding did not commit a murder.
He did not have a gun.
Kenneth Harding is an older brother. Kenneth Harding is an uncle. Kenneth Harding is a son. Kenneth Harding was a loving human being. He did not have to be murdered by these rogue police officers of San Francisco Police Department. So what do we do when they shoot us down?
We shut it down.
What do we do when they shoot us down?
We shut it down.
What do we do when they shoot us down?
We shut it down.